Most athletes I coach experience the same issues with their clean and they cannot correctly get the bar from the floor into the hip. This ultimately leads to the movement feeling funky, plateauing in weight and generally being horrible to watch. Nailing this movement and a correct bar line is the most fundamental thing you need to get right with your clean, and this video is going to outline exactly what each piece of the movement should be, common faults and how you can correct them. And yes, these do work. This is exactly how I coach my athletes, and I'm going to be running through the same teaching points that I tell them every single week. You're going to be the star of my show. Throughout this video, I want you to note that the bar is always over the middle of my foot and my shoulder is always over the bar. This is something that often goes wrong at some point between the floor and the hip, and it's something that I'm always correcting on repeat. So keep an eye out for that in this video. We're going to start off with the setup. So as I just mentioned, the bar is going to start over the center of my foot. My shoulder, but more specifically my armpit crease, is going to start directly over the bar, and I'm going to have a nice flat back. And of course, you should always be hook gripping. So bar over the middle of the foot, armpit crease over the bar, eyes are ahead, not looking down. The first part of the clean is actually really simple. All we need to think about doing is pushing the floor directly down and taking the bar to above the shin. It's a very, very simple movement, but it's where a lot of athletes start by going wrong. So I always drill this movement alone with my athletes first. You want to do 20 reps from floor to above the knee, keeping the bar in close contact to the shin, shoulder over the bar, bar over the midfoot. Getting the bar from the knee into the hip, again, this is probably the trickiest part. So I want you to think about driving the knees forwards at the same time as driving the shoulders up. So once again, you're going to drive the knees forwards at the same time as driving the shoulders up to try and maintain that bar over the midfoot and shoulder over the bar. So here, the most common faults we get is, hello Tuxie, the most common faults we get is this, or this, all of which take the bar off the path that we're looking for. So once again, we go from floor to knee, knees forward and chest up to hip. Once we get to the hips, most of the hard work is done. From here into the catch position, I want you to think about exploding up through the legs. And as you're exploding up through the legs, you're going to take the bar up the line of the body. Bloopers! Sweaty. So as the bar's coming up the line of the body, I want you to think about first driving the elbows up and then driving them back. So they're first going to go up and then back to the top. I'm going to do this for this bar because I just smacked the... So as the bar's coming up the line of the body, I want you to first think about driving the elbows up and then driving and wrapping the elbows behind. This is going to keep the bar, again, over the midfoot and close to the line of the body. A lot of the time, athletes will go here, their forearms will be flat, the bar's coming away from the body, and then often this clunks down into a heavy catch. So think about your knuckles facing the floor, driving the elbows up, and then wrapping the bar and elbows behind. So once again, from the floor to the catch, let's run through it. Setup. Bar is over the midfoot, armpit crease over the bar, eyes ahead, straight back. Phase 1, vertical push to the knee. Phase 2, knees forward, shoulders up. Phase 4, big explosion, pull the bar up the line of the body and then wrap the elbows behind. Into the catch. Let's speed it up. So we're going to go down, through and push. Push down, pull through and up. Hopefully you found this video useful and you've got a better understanding now of the correct bar path from the floor all the way to the shoulders, remembering the two key points are going to be shoulders over the bar and bar over the midfoot.